All right, guitar picks all day.
Nothing unless fuel is right.
Fuel only. That's right. Now, when you start playing Metallica, you can pick your song. None of these songs have an effect on gameplay, but it's just what you're going to be hearing throughout the game. Hopefully you pick a song that identifies with how you've been feeling about your play. And the normal skill shot is just a plunge to the top lane, similar to Iron Man. Small points, but effective. And a decent strategy off the bat is to just go for Sparky all day. Sparky, the center shot up the middle, will advance you towards a multi-ball. You can tell your progress on Sparky by the lights that are in front of him. 1/3, they kind of measure by thirds almost how you're doing. So getting control on either flipper gives you a chance to hit Sparky. And you want to especially watch out for that left out lane area where there's 2 in lanes. It looks like it's pretty generous, but very frequently you hit the bar between the lanes and then down in the out lane. Sparky will light up and be ready for multi-ball. You can tell it's ready for multi-ball when all 3 are flashing as they are then. One more shot to Sparky will start the multi-ball. During that multi-ball, we'll see some priorities here, but let's just go ahead and start it as quickly as possible here. Get back around to another Sparky later, perhaps. During Sparky multi-ball, or any of the 3 major multi-balls, you can get an add-a-ball by completing the 4 pick targets. There are 2 on the left around the grave markers and 2 on the right around the right ramp. I have 2 out of those 4 lit already. And I'll try to get all 4 here and then shoot the snake for an add-a-ball. Wow! There are jackpots. Jackpots are pretty light, so we'll worry about that after things are coming along in the multi-ball. Right now my priority is the pick targets. The one on the right side next to the ramp. If I can hit that last pick target. Now the snake is lit for an add-a-ball. Not only is it an add-a-ball, it also doubles the playfield for 20 seconds and gives you a ball save. So it's very significant to get those picks done and get the ball into the snake as it is there. That ball will come back out, but there will be an additional ball kicked into play and double playfield scoring for 20 seconds. The other way to activate double playfield is to complete the letters in fuel, which are stand-ups on the left side, and then shoot underneath the ramp, underneath the fuel area. It's called a piston target, I believe. I don't know exactly what it's called, but whatever it is, it's called points. But by having the doubler activated, I was able to get a double super jackpot out of the Sparky multi-ball instead of just a regular super, 5.7 million. And overall, you can get a good score out of this game just by playing Sparky. So there's 16 million on the board from Sparkies.
Take your best shot.
We've also activated one of the coffin hurry-ups, and we'll talk about how that's activated just in a moment when I get to control the ball here. So to activate coffin hurry-ups, you need 3 lights, and how you get those lights is determined by the red spider in front of shots. So if I make a shot, it will move a red spider onto that shot. So for example, I tried there for the left loop, and now there's a red spider on the left loop. That means now, if I shoot the electric chair, it will complete the left loop for me and get that hurry-up ready. So I'm now going to prioritize that, get over, hit Sparky 1 time, put a electric chair marker on that left loop, and now get the ball back over so I can shoot the left loop to start the hurry-up. Ramps can transfer the ball, so if you're unhappy doing post transfers or you just want something fun instead, make a ramp. Spelling Metallica gives you bonuses, and ramps are part of combos as well. So don't rely on post transfers all the time, or you'll be giving up some points. Left loop will give me the, left loop will eventually give me something if I could shoot it. But shooting that left loop will activate the coffin hurry-up. Yeah, that's not quite the left loop, but it counted. And now the coffin will score it. There is some value in carrying over hurry-ups, like trying to get 2 or 3 hurry-ups at once instead of just 1 at a time. I haven't found that value to be very good. I'm going to try to complete Metallica here and start the Justice for All rounds. By completing the letters in Metallica, you will start a round, which in newer software is worth more points than it had been. Ramps, left and right ramps, can add value to the shots. So now that's 600,000. You can make a combo to the ramp, you increase the value of those shots. So if you can make these back and forth, left and right, 650. Left ramp would be, you can tell you're supposed to go left and right. This is called the Lady Justice round, and the game does keep track of the champion there. Oh, blew that really badly. I should not have lost the ball there on that loop around, but big mistake there. Still a lot of progress towards the different awards, and we're almost to the point where we can talk about Crank It Up. Crank It Up is started by completing 15 of each of the 4 major awards: the grade markers, Sparky, Snake, and Coffin. Now, as it happens, I saw at the end of that ball that I have enough grade markers and enough electric chairs. You need a few more snakes and a bunch more captive balls. You can tell your progress in the status reports, and you also earn progress for making any shots that's lit for those things. So if I shoot, say, the left loop, I'll get a snake as credit for that. Still can't shoot the left loop for anything right there. But the right ramp would also give me a snake. Any of the shots that are lit for snakes would give me that. And eventually, if you can earn enough snakes, you'll earn the 15 snakes you need to light that up. What I don't have yet, $3 million for a bottom level mystery award. That's nice, it's good value. The thing I need most of right now is coffins, and because coffins you can pretty much only earn by shooting the actual coffin itself. I'm 3/5 of the way to the snake multi-ball, and I'm most of the way towards the Crank It Up. There's my 15th snake, and now I just need coffins. So I'm going to wail on the coffin here until I can get to 15 coffins. 12 now, there's 13, and there's no real science to this. You just got to be able to survive these shots. Some players try to graze it off of the snake, because that way if you miss too far to the right, you hit the snake instead, and that's usually cool. Snake works out pretty well. I need one more snake shot to get that multi-ball active now. I think I have 13 coffins, need 2 more. And there it is, there's 15. So on the right side here, Crank It Up is lit as the goes up to M in the Spinal Tap reference there, past the 10. And putting in that hole on the right hand side, I've also apparently get the extra ball lit at 15 as well. We'll start a 1-ball round called Crank It Up. And ideally you want to make that by bouncing off slingshots and then going into the hole, because it just looks much, much cooler that way than actually trying to make the shot directly by yourself. So there are 4 special rounds in Crank It Up, and we'll pick one here. We'll pick the Fade to Black. And in Fade to Black, and in all of these rounds, you earn bonuses by making shots. You also earn the switch bonus, which gives points too. You want to make flashing shots to earn more. And if you complete all of the items, the 4 items that got you to Crank It Up, you can escape Crank It Up to collect the jackpot. There's a brief ball saver at the beginning, thankfully. But what you want to do is make the flashing shot for more. You can make any shot, but you want the flashing one.
That's a free game.
And also very worth thinking about here is that you can double the playfield by putting it, and yeah, that was polite, by putting it under the left side there for fuel. That's going to double playfield for me for 20 seconds. You can double the playfield. Do I have double playfield? I thought I did, but I must not have. Double playfield is perfect for lots of opportunities, especially if you think you're going to be escaping the mode. Because if you can escape the mode, you can cash in a jackpot, and that jackpot can potentially be doubled. You can tell that to get all 4 of these items will light the escape. So I don't have snake, so let me get the snake here, and we'll talk about getting out of the mode. Ah, darn it. Blew out there, but 15 million for that. If I'd shot the snake, it would have given me an opportunity then to shoot the hole on the right to cash out a jackpot and escape the mode. You can still make progress and still score points, but the goal is to get out of that mode and cash in a jackpot before the timer expires. Talk Talking about the skill shot at the beginning, you can also do a super skill shot by holding the left flipper, and that will give you the ability to make any shot. All shots will work. The shot that you ideally want to make there is the one that's lit with the red spider. If you can shoot the one with the red spider, it will light for a hurry up immediately. I'm closing in on coffin multi-ball. Got 2 locks for coffin. And let's see, we're about 2/3 of the way through to a Sparky, so let's go there next. You can advance towards coffin locks, but not score them during any multi-ball. So you're near a multi-ball and coffin lock is lit. You want to cash in a coffin lock before you start that other multi-ball. I'm also 1 away from snake, so let's go there. And I find the snake shot to be a little easier from the left flipper than from the right, but I definitely see a lot of players doing it the other way as well. There's nothing wrong there, except clearly I should not be shooting the snake from the left flipper. Let's see if we can do better with this final ball. Get in your snake. Oh! Stupid snake. Get in your hole! Ah, well, this is the problem with the snake, I feel, in this game, that you can feel like you're locked in on the shot, and then all of a sudden you just lose this track of where the snake is altogether, and you're out. So, decent game. The last 2 balls are pretty terrible, but we can definitely do better than that. So let's play some more and see if we can improve on that. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's see what we can put up here as a game. See if we can get a little closer to end of the line, or get some progress towards coffin or more of those crank it ups.
Hell yeah!
There's an extra ball in combos, and each combo you make is also worth a pretty significant number of points. So I mentioned earlier that there's basically no safe way to play this game. There kind of is, but you just don't get nearly as many points out of it by playing for combos and ramps. You saw Lady Justice. I mean, what did I get? 2.5 million off Lady Justice the one time I tried it? Plus 2 million for completing Metallica in the first place. So it's not as bad as it sounds. It's no value like the value you get from making the 4x jackpots out of snake and fuel. So playing this game for the dangerous shots is really the way you got to go. And any of these dangerous shots, live catch there, backhand to see if we can get into the hurry up. There is no avoiding these dangerous shots. And you just have to get them and then react, get the ball back under control, then make another dangerous shot. And try not to miss your dangerous shots, or not only will your ball be out of control, but you won't have earned the points you're supposed to get for making the dangerous shots. All right, so grade marker's ready. We'll start it there. And let's try to concentrate on the grade marker super this time. Talk about what that is. The very first priority in any of these multi-balls is the pick targets, which will activate the add-a-ball. So you can see me going directly for those targets. There's a ball save. But I am trying to pick off the last pick target on the left here. Actually missing it and hitting jackpots instead. So right now I'm going for this pick target on the left. I missed it again. I think I just got it. And now snake is lit for add-a-ball. You have to make this add-a-ball before the ball drains. So there's no grace period on that. It's over. Make the snake, too bad. Too bad. Nice try. Too bad, so sad. But I have made a few coffins and a few snakes. I have also made enough electric chairs to claim that for towards crank it up. So I got 7 coffins so far, and coffin is really the only one where you can only get them by hitting the actual coffin itself. Like that right side shot collected a snake, and it collected my 15th snake. So I've got everything but the coffins for crank it up. And unfortunately, you're going to see a little bit of boringness here as I just kind of go directly for a coffin. Snake multi-ball is also ready. So what's nice here is I need coffins. I don't actually have to bang on the coffin. I can bang on the coffin during snake multi-ball and snag.
Snake multi-ball.
Snake! So in Snake Multi-Ball, an earlier version of Snake Multi-Ball was just a 500,000 frenzy. All shots score. And as with the grade marker multi-ball, it's basically a 2-ball multi-ball unless you pick up an out-of-ball from the picks. So making the picks and then putting it into Snake should be the first priority. As it is happens here, you know, Snake is good anyway. My other priority is to make more coffins. And there it is. That'll give me a 3rd ball and a ball save timer and double play field. And stuff happens pretty fast when you got double, or in this case, even a 4x play field running from completing fuel. So now 4x is running, and you can see that I made a bunch of coffins there. Jackpot, that's pretty decent, but snake combo at 3x. I'm not completely certain what's going on with that, but there's the 15th coffin. Crank it up is ready. Yeah, I get the right ramp lit for a hurry up, but who cares? Crank it up is lit. All right, so what should we go for here? Let's go back to Faruna Bell Tolls. I like this one. Faruna Bell Tolls reward you for making the same shot several times. So if you're good at a particular shot or a couple of shots, this is the one you want to make. So that shot, right ramp, was worth 1.985 million. You're like, wow, man, that was big. That wasn't even doubled. The coffin hurry up that I started earlier is now there as well.
Extra ball.
All right, so let's talk about items here, because there's 4 items. Ah, jeez. And you know, it's disappointing that the crank it ups are going so poorly for me, but it also is a testament to how good this game is, because it changes how you play, because all of a sudden everything in the game is worth a crap load of points, and you start to go, oh my god, I can't miss this, or I can't do this. And it's great programming to have a game that takes you out of your element and says, no, you're gonna play it my way now, and the shots are worth 10 times more than they normally are for this round until you screw it up and lose. And it definitely helps people screw it up and lose. That's for sure. And it certainly took me out of my element here. But let's see if we can get back around to it. I've got an extra ball lit. Maybe we can catch that in at least and get to a Sparky multi-ball. There's the extra ball. In competition play, the extra ball is worth 2.5 million, I think, maybe 3 million, but it can be multiplied. So if you like the extra ball and you're in a tournament play, you want to also line up fuel or line up the snake with it, and you can potentially get 2x or 4x the value of that. Lucky break there. I really didn't have anything to do with saving that ball. Let's get Sparky started, and then during Sparky we'll concentrate on the pick targets. We'll try to get the 4x jackpot by getting a doubler off of fuel as well as the snake. The animation here is borrowing a lot from Monster Bash. Really nice nice connection to the earlier game, and there's also a Lyman Sheets programmed game. So I've got a couple of priorities here. First is get the out-of-ball by making picks. I happen to be missing the picks. It's amazing how when you're trying to hit the stand-ups that are around ramps, all of a sudden you can't miss a ramp. The picks are ready, and that may be it. No, I got a couple of return balls there. I need to get this one into the snake or the out-of-ball. And now 4x scoring is activated. So Here's the 4X Super. And you get a special quote that only happens if you get a 4X Super there. Pretty sweet little bonus for doing just the right thing at the right time. My other priority here is to try and complete as many coffins as possible, because coffin multi-ball will now be lit when I get out of this. We can't start coffin multi-ball during this, I think. Let me try it and see what happens. I'm not sure. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, I can. But as soon as this multi-ball is over, coffin multi-ball will be ready. And there it is. The coffin multi-ball has begun. And you don't get to carry anything into it, but you can use this to work on the progress for other multi-balls. So you can shoot flashing shots. You can also still cash in all of your stuff towards Crank It Ups. And in this case, like if I shoot grave markers, I can actually work my way into a grave marker multi-ball. If I shoot snakes, I can work my way back into a snake multi-ball. I've also given myself the out-of-ball timer and the doubler by shooting the snake, same as the picks I had earlier. And there's a lot of points in these picks. If you get that doubler or the 4X by completing fuel, you stand to earn a lot of points in a hurry from this game. And as you can tell here, like I'm almost all the way back into Crank It Up. And now you look around and you say, okay, what multi-ball am I near? Oh, wow, near Sparky. Oh, this is big right here. Oh, getting that before the timer expired, before that last ball came down, will allow the coffin and the Sparky multi-ball to carry together. I'm also nearly to the second Crank It Up by getting grade markers. And there's the best quote for the start of this multi-ball. I'm alive!
Hurry! Hurry!
Hurry! Don't forget also that you can be towards Seek and Destroy here. And I've just started fuel as well. This is just, I mean, it's Stack City right now. And when you're in Stack City, good things can happen. Hopefully you don't drain too many balls too quickly. But fuel is running. It's a 4-ball multi-ball. I want to get enough grade markers if possible so that I can light the Crank It Up as soon as I'm done with this. But it's still a Sparky multi-ball too. Bad luck there. I don't have enough grade markers yet. I'm kind of surprised by that, but I guess not many shots were lit for grade marker for me during that. And that just means you got to concentrate on going for that last bit of Crank It Up. The status report will tell you how many of each kind of thing you need left, but don't forget that you can make ramps and other shots to award pieces of these things. Oh, and a bad bounce there, my fault, completely terrible play by me there. That's 3 balls down. So this would be the end of the game for competition play at a pretty decent score, 125, but we got one more ball in play from the extra ball. I need 2 more grade markers to light Crank It Up. So let's go for that. You can soft plunge here, use your sort of ball save time appropriately.
Player 1.
1, 2. Oh, I guess right. I guess it's worth 2 because, yeah, it's worth 2 because of that. Crank It Up! All right, so as all the other Crank It Ups have gone, surely this will also go terribly, but we'll try it anyway. We'll go back to Fade to Black. We didn't play Battery. Battery is pretty much a hit Sparky round, and maybe I should have gone for that. I'd have a better chance at it. So shooting the flashing one will give they're all worth value, but the flashing one is worth more. Everything will give you value. You also give a switch bonus. If you're playing on an LE instead of a Pro, Fade to Black is much easier to finish because there's a major switch bonus. If you're playing on a Pro, you're not going to get that switch bonus nearly as easily. It's possible, but it's not as likely, because you'll just need to make bumpers and spinners. It's the spinners in the LE that make Fade to Black much easier for that round. So there was an important out, and every shot is worth a crap load of points here. So ideally, you just don't think about it. Make your shots the way you normally would. And especially try to concentrate on those 4 items, because if you can get all 4 items, you light the escape jackpot. It will be right there at the mystery roll. So there's 2. And you have as long as the song lasts, which in this case it should be long enough. It's a freaking 7-minute song. I've got everything except the snake. There's the snake. So now jackpot is lit. And that right hole now is worth 23 million points. If you have the doubler lid under the fuel, you should cash that in. So try to get double if you can. I don't know if the double's lit or not. I think it is.
Yeah, double scoring.
Yeah, double scoring. So now, let's go. Oh! And this is just brilliant. I mean, like, that shot, nice backhand, is worth...
You don't have the ball.
Collect! Boom! Double collect, baby. And now you're back in a regular play. If you can complete all 4 items again, you will relight the collect for further scoring. I'm probably going to tilt out here in about 10 seconds. But that was a good collect. Now where am I here? I'm pretty close actually to getting in a grave marker. We reset ourselves almost, get back to what do we want to try for. You're not really near to anything. Grave marker multi-ball is probably the best choice right now as far as getting into a multi-ball and trying to relight the collect. It takes 25 items the 3rd time through to get to crank it up. It goes 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, I presume. I haven't actually seen end of the line, except from what I see from that Elwin guy in the videos. Well, let's see if we can't get back into grave marker multi-ball. It's such a difficult return from that shot. You just have to be ready, and you have to not miss. Twice, 3 times. Oh, good. All right, so as before, the priority is picks to get a 3rd ball into play, and you get a nice little rattle sometimes there. If you can remember what picks you had before the multi-ball starts, that's usually good, because sometimes the display effects will make it difficult for you to see which picks you still need. And you have a very limited ball save on this one. That's post transfers, the cradle separation's big, and now the snake takes priority over everything in the world. Snake is an add-a-ball and double play fields. I'm on 2 warnings, so sorry about that. Taking the pot shot at the snake was a really bad idea there, because I wasn't going to get that back anyway. That's the end of the game here. You did see at least one good crank it up. Well, what's neat about the crank it up, I mean, once you get going on it, you can get that good value, but you could continue playing the round. And I got 78 million out of Fade to Black, but there was more in there, and it's total risk reward the whole way. But remember, if you do get into those crank it ups, getting the double play field off of fuel and the under the piston is a huge value, because you can double collect, as I did there, for over 200 million. Thanks for watching. I'm sure you might have other questions about it. Feel free to post away here, and I'll answer what I can, or you can watch Keith Elwin put up over 1 billion on it on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and enjoy.